Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, in the home of the
What's going on, ladies and gents? Hey, and welcome to the Turned Out for What iRacing Truck Series tonight from Legacy. That's right, Legacy, Texas, the Lone Star State. Back when the track had a little bit more banking and the racing was a whole lot of fun. Time for qualifying for just about 20 to 25 truckers here in the Sophia the Fierce 120 again from Texas Motor Speedway. I am Repeat. Let's check out some of these guys. How about the one and only Dave Mayo? Right now got a following out there. We're talking about that Mayo. That's right, the Hellman's truck coming out here on track to see if he can't get that bow tie on the front of that track, on the front of that truck, to be the first truck on track to see the green flag when it all waves. I got your scoring pylon up on the left-hand side, and whether you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV through your favorite Roku device, or over on Kick, welcome aboard. Let's go. All right, so Dave is going to go ahead and take his, that was his up-to-speed lap. Now down into turns 1 and 2. You definitely see the difference in the track right there. Very, very slick from what I hear, and it's going to be a lot of great racing. Again, 20 to 25 truckers out here to do battle and see who at the end is going to be up on the stage firing off the 6-shooters, wearing their brand new pair of cowboy boots, flames shooting overhead. 08 coming across the board, or coming across the line that time, and it looks like right now the 08 is P4. Nate Lehman right now, he's the fastest man in Texas in this number 14 Top Golf. Looks like Ford F-150 with a time of 30.4 on the board. Looks like Kyle Taub right now P2. How about Byron Jones? He's out here also in this 213simware.com Chevy Silverado. Byron Jones looks like right now it's sitting about P number 7 with Justin Anscock's win last week that actually pushed him up to P2. Andrew Chapman down to P3 in points, and Byron Jones down to P number 4. How about Charlie Mosley here in his number 89 Silverado also? Kind of digging the pink monster slash on the side and on the hood of this number 89 as he takes his machine across the start stripe. And so far, Mosley, P3, third fastest on the boards. Jeff Jones, the name you know, Byron's dad down here in his number 95. And see if he can't see what he can do with this Toyota TRD machine. Going through turns 3 and 4, coming off of 4 into the tri-oval. Got to keep it off the wall, come across the line, and looks like so far the 95 sitting P number 9. All right, Mike Pop Bear Campbell in his NIGU, never ever give up, encouraging kids fighting cancer, as it's it's the awareness month. I didn't know about that until today. Bolt Action 17 says, "Let's go, Papa Bear." Absolutely. 71 just trying to hold that machine on the bottom. And again, as you see, up off turn 4 through the tri-oval. And 71's going to go ahead and slot in right now to P number 9. Let's see if Papa's second lap is any faster than the first. We'll have to see. Again, keeping it low and digging on that bottom side. Again, this is Legacy, Texas. So the track still got a little... Actually, that looks like that was Papa's second lap. So let's look around. How about newcomer to the crew? The 69 Fireball machine for... actually, Tyler Bellinger is going to slot in P14. A little bit further in the back, the 51 Watermelon Rowdy machine for Justin Burden. It looks like this Silverado... So far, yeah, this is his get up to speed lap. So we'll have to see how he does when all the chips are on the table and he says, I don't like the lap. But I don't know if he'll actually have enough time to go back and do it again. Let's actually check the time here. Nope, that was the end of qualifying. All right. So let's clear the boards. And let's find out how we're going to go ahead and grid them up. Pacey Wygen in that Sophia the Fierce 00. He's going to be on the pole this evening. Andrew Chapman in his 2.5 he's going to roll off P2, but third in points after Justin Anscock's win last week. Justin Anscock up to P2 in points. He's going to start third on the evening in that unlucky number 13. Charlie Mosley in that 89. He's going to round out the top 2 rows. I'm going to go ahead and get on up with these guys right quick. There we go. Cole Snyder in that 2.4. He's going to roll off P number 5. Nate Lehman in the 14. Going to be at P number 6. P7, Mike Miller in the 5 with Mike Carter in the 16 to his outside. Row 5 is going to be Byron Jones in that 19 for 213simware.com. Zach Meredith to his outside in the 17, P10. P11 is going to be Mike Campbell Jr., old Papa Bear himself, in the 71 for Nigu. Kyle Taub in the 45 to round out row number 6 to top our top 12. And let's go through the rest of this field. Again, Jeff Jones in the 95 is going to start P13. Tyler Bellinger in the 69 making his turn down for what iRacing Truck Series appearance in that 69. Claire Murphy in the 61 is going to start 16th with Dave Mayo on his inside in the 08. Chris Murphy in the 7 is going to start 17th. 18th, Evan Knopp in the 63. 19th, Austin Collins in that 1. Man loves to come through the pack, starting in the rear. Ed Robertson in the 64, making his first start here with the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series as well. And that is going to be just about it. Last guy in the rear with the gear, the one and only 51 for Justin Burden. All right, let's go ahead and clear that away. What do you think, chat? Who's got this tonight? Paul Jones, go Speed Racers, go. Gotta love it. Got to love it. And again, I definitely see all of y'all out there, whether it's on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, IROC TV, through your favorite Roku device. If you've gone over to the streamer section and downloaded the channel by simply searching IROC TV, it's a logo there. It's on the bottom left-hand side. And a big, big thank you to Brian, Rick, and everybody at Roku for letting this channel be, and everybody out here to have a great, great time no matter what it is. So whether you like POV streams, league, club, community, podcast, whatever it is, go on over, download the channel completely free, and you'll be able to catch us there as well. Lights Top the Pace truck are out. I'm going to go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon, bring up your track map, and everything else that you're going to need this evening so we can go back green. Barney should have the field in view, so let's get ready to roll.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, let's go. Legacy, Texas. And you know what I just remembered that I forgot? Y'all are going to need to want to hear these truckers. Let's turn this up. There we go. Right now, battle up front, Pacey Wygant and Andrew Chapman. Andrew on that outside, going to be able to hold that thing. A lot of people were talking about just how loose these trucks were. And it wasn't just on the initial restarts like some might think. It was actually throughout the entire race. So we'll have to see how this all fares throughout the evening. But so far, so good. Some people were even saying like an under-over on cautions might be, 4 or 5 cautions. And just as I say that, looks like the broadcast software decided it wanted to go out on me. Let's see if I can't fix that right quick. Nope, did not want to come on back. Let's try that one more time. Pacey Wygant still leading. In fact, the man just went ahead and posted the fastest lap of the race so far, running a 30.27, so just about a 30.3. Behind him right now, all single file as the field continues to roll on. Let's go back through the field just a little bit. Still have camera control, just not the scoring pylon. So let's kind of move on through and see if we can't get some great shots all the way through. Apologize for the silence. Again, just trying to work on this on the broadcast software, or the overlay software, I should say. All right, let's widen this out one more time. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I am working on this, trying to get this back up and running. Right now, this is a battle for about P6. Byron Jones in that number 19 on the outside is going to be the 5 of Mike Miller. Mike right now up one spot after starting 7. Looks like he's going to get kicked to the back just a little bit. Definitely experiencing some issues of his own, and going to try to get back on up there. There's definitely a lot of conversation about tire wear this evening, as 69 of Ed Robertson ducks on below the racing surface. Got his left sides onto the apron, but for the most part able to hold on to it, and he'll be able to continue racing as well. And actually, that was not Ed Robertson. That was, no, I apologize. It was 69 of Tyler Bellinger that got his left sides on the apron. There we go. All right, we're back cooking with gas. How about that? All righty then. So there we go. Now you got your running order back up. You have your track map. You have everything that you need in order to be able to keep up with these guys. 69 underneath the 5, and let's get back at it. You gotta love technology when it works, right? Okay. So we're talking a little bit about the points earlier. I mentioned that Pacey Wygen is still leading. He's got a good 24-point lead over Justin Anisagok. Anisagok right now running number 2 in that 13. Right behind him is going to be Andrew Chapman. So right now, the top 3 in points. Pacey Wygen up here in his Sophia the Fierce 00. He's leading, but he's also not only on track, he's leading the point standings, again, by 24 over Justin Anisagok. Anisagok right now sitting P2 on track, P2 in points. Just 1 point over Andrew Chapman. And again, that is Andrew Chapman right behind him as we're working lap number 14, coming to lap 15 next time by. Cole Snyder sitting P4 right now. Cole in points sitting P10 at 287. So about 50 points, about 40 points rather, give or take. And Cole right now having a pretty good run, same as Byron Jones. Byron P4 in points. P5 on track, and going back through, definitely see everybody out here, and I have a feeling if we go through the field, we're going to see a lot of drivers just kind of all very much single file. So let's go ahead and crank it up. Let's go through the field, reintroduce everybody, and show you what these guys got. Let's go. All right, let's start up with your leader, the 00 of Pacey Wygen of Scio, New York, in that hashtag Sophia the Fierce Silverado. Again, this entire season dedicated by the Turn Down for What family. in full support of Sophia the Fierce. Unfortunately, the little girl did succumb to the cancer that she was stricken with, but turned out for what, still very much keeping her and her family in our thoughts. Justin Ascock right behind from Kenai, Alaska in this 13. I tell you, this has been anything but an unlucky number for driver 13. Justin's been able to claw up through the points, and with 24 points behind Pacey Wygant with 2 races to go, I don't know if he can catch him, but it'll be very, very interesting to see if he's capable of getting any closer. P3 on track, but P4 in P3 in I'm just going to be quiet. P3 on track, P3 in points. Andrew Chapman in this Jordan Brand number 25, doing all right. Again, only down 1 spot after starting outside pole, but it's still a long race to go. Just about 102 laps remaining here from Legacy, Texas. All right, so let's keep on going through the field. Byron Jones from Goodyear, Arizona. You see the 24 for Cole Snyder to his outside, and that HendrickCars.com Silverado. Byron Jones right now sitting 4th in points, and what do you know? 4th on track. Paint and designer for Jones P&D. Cole Snyder from Whitehaven, I almost said Hazleton, from Whitehaven, Pennsylvania. In his HendrickCars.com number 24. Cole right now, he is, like I mentioned before, sitting P10 in the points. Behind him, we got a newcomer to the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, Tyler Bellinger, in 6th place, up 8 spots so far in his Toyota from Claremont, New Hampshire. All right, Nate Lehman back here in his Top Golf number 14, 8th grade science teacher by day, sim racer by night, and the man's one hell of a broadcaster as well from Wichita, Kansas. Charlie Mosley in this number 89 Monster Machine. Mosley right now sitting P8, and in points he's sitting P5, so not a bad year for Charlie either. Mike Carter right behind him, down 1 from qualifying, right now sitting P9 from Jacksonville, Alabama. Nice looking Raise Energy Sour Gummy Machine. And so far, Mike's only down 1 spot after starting 8th. P10 to round out the top 10 from Waxahachie, Florida. Kyle Taub up 2 from after starting 12th in his 45 Ford F-150. RTS's designs on the hood, and what do you know, the United States Air Force on the back deck lid. Great running so far by the 45. Again, up 2 spots. Zach Meredith back here from Barry St. Edmunds, sitting 11th. And his Buffalo Sabres machine. Mike Miller right behind him in his number 5 Toyota. Look forward to seeing Mike move on up through the running order as the night goes on from Tampa, Florida. Chris Murphy back here in the 7 from Union, Washington in his Steel Series. Actually, my wireless headset's a Steel Series. But great looking truck so far, up 4 spots as the evening rolls on. Now as we break the 100 lap to go mark, sitting at 97 to go. John Osborne is sitting P14, and our first caution of the evening is going to fly. It looks like Cole Snyder might actually have something to do with this. So let's get on up there with Cole and find out what happened. All right, so again, Cole Snyder from Whitehaven, Pennsylvania. Let's go ahead and clear that out of there. Let's go ahead and play this out, find out what happens to the 2-4. This is from P5. And it looks like as we were going through the field, we got a new leader as well. So it goes to the inside of the 19 of Byron Jones. Way down, pretty close to the white line, about a half a groove up. Does he get a little bit too much of the white line? Not clear, says Byron Jones. 24 goes around. Byron goes down and slams the inside wall. The 24 able to go ahead and lock it down. Most able to get on by, incident free. Let's also see how that pass came to be for the lead if we can find that right quick. Here we go. Let's back this up so we can see exactly how this is set up. Looks like he's working on him a little bit. Let's go. Just more speed, pulls down low. Into 1. 13 holding it low. Double O trying to get a little extra up high. Maybe carry just a little bit of momentum. Come on down. Will we see a little bit of side draft? No, we won't. Double O giving to 13 plenty of respect and plenty of room. Come on down together. Still 13 way down on that white line. Having to absolutely drive this thing through. See the Double O get just a little loose. 13's able to take the lead. That's how the pass happened. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so up in front, it's going to be the 25 of Andrew Chapman. Andrew did come on down pit road right there. So let's see if we can possibly find Andrew and have a quick word with driver 25. I just want to make sure I was on him. Okay. Andrew, it's repeat up in the booth. Got a copy in that 25 Jordan brand machine. Oh, for some reason it did not take it. So let's try that one more time. Oh, there he is. Andrew, it's repeat up in the booth. Got a copy in that 25 Jordan brand machine, sir.
Hey, Pete, can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear. Sorry about that, man. I moved you to the wrong booth. But
Okay.
man, you got the lead. Everybody was talking just how loose these things were in practice and how you're going to have to really take it easy on the right side tires. How much does clean air absolutely mean here at Legacy, Texas? Does it mean kind of like a Charlotte Motor Speedway or Kansas, or what do you think? What are you feeling so far in that 2.5?
This is a little bit different animal this week. It's definitely loose and right side tire where it was looking pretty ugly there, and I saved a lot that run, so we're going to have to change something. I don't know if it's clean air is what we need or maybe save a little bit harder, but it's a fun challenge with this different setup here.
Yeah, I absolutely love Legacy, Texas. This is one of the races that I actually wanted to race, but unfortunately, it just I can't leave the booth, man. The mic is all mine. But I'll get you back on down with the rest of your teammates, and man, good luck. Keep the shiny side up and have some fun, man.
Thank you, Pete. Will do.
You got it. All right, so get you back on down, and that again, Andrew Chapman in that 5. Andrew right now sitting P3 in points, but with just getting off pit road quicker than the 13 of Justin Anscock right now, he would go ahead and retake P number 2 in points, and he's got Pacey Wygant to his outside. All right. Again, going through turns 3 and 4, you see the entire field stacked back up on the top right-hand side. Barney should have the field in tow. Pace car's going to go ahead and make that quick left turn towards everybody's pit stalls.
Green, green, green.
Green flag's back out. Let's go. All right, so after caution number 1, the 2.5 is going to be able to hold the lead under pace. You see the 13 of Justin Anscock able to come on right to his tailgate, and now he's just got to kind of measure up the 2.5, see where the 13 might be just a little bit better. Does he need a different line? Dirty air too much? Is he having a crank on the wheel? What's going on? We'll have to wait and see. But caution number 2 is going to fly just like that. Looks like Mike Miller somewhere in the back with possibly John Osborne. Might have something to do with that, but we'll have to see. But it was going to get kind of interesting. Look at the air temp, 79-degree air, 128-degree track temp. So this track very, very loose. Let's go back with Mike Miller right now. All right, so there you see the 5 underneath the 44. And this is off of turn 4, coming through the trial. You see the number 7 Steel Series machine right in front. 44 up high. 5 trying to keep it down low. Looks like doing a pretty good job. Back on the throttle right here. Coming up and off. And 44 might have been just a little bit of netcode right there. Let's back this up. And let's go ahead and jump on the left front for the 44 and see what he sees. Let's play this at quarter speed. And wouldn't you know it, I went the wrong way. I said the left front of the 44 and I went to the wrong truck. Why not? There we go. Let's try that again. Up high, pretty tight. 44 is coming on down, about the white line. And I think contact may have been there either way, but I think a little bit of net code as well. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Justin Anscock now in P number 2. Looks like there's others coming off pit road, so I believe the pace lights should stay on the truck this time. If they do, we'll go ahead and see if we can find Justin right quick. Yep, lights are still on, so let's go ahead and pull Justin up to the booth right quick. Rowdy, it's repeat up in the booth. You got a copy now, Menards 13?
Yes, sir.
All right, Rowdy. Sitting pretty good right now. You're P2 in points. You're P2 on track as well. The 25, you're all over his tailgate. The 00 now is going to be behind him, and you're going to have Byron Jones behind you. How much has that high line helped you or hurt you so far in the first 20 or 30 laps that we've run here so far?
To be honest, I haven't even ran the high line yet, so I don't know how it is up there, but I'm just was taking care of my tires that first run, and it helped a lot. They took off from me, and I caught them 15 laps later, so try to push them again so they can burn off their tires. I can see if I can get back by them, and hope. I was starting to pull away before that first caution came out, but I was hoping it would have stayed green. I think I would have pulled away just a little bit more, but it's all even now, and I think they figured out my plan.
Well, man, in practice, everybody was talking about tires and loose, and I don't think I heard the word tight once. Is that machine still pretty loose on the long run, or does it get any better as the tires wear off?
It depends how hard you drive. These guys drove pretty hard, and they were pretty loose coming out of the corners. I was pretty much snug throughout the whole thing and drove right up on them. So as long as I keep managing my tires, I think I'll be able to, not get loose like these guys.
All right, Rowdy. I'll get you back on down with the rest of your team. Good luck. As always, keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll be talking to you again a little bit later on for a podium finish.
All right, I'll try to.
Yeah, I don't doubt you will. All right, so that's Justin Anscock now back with the rest of his team. Have to see just how well this 13 handles this restart and the high side. He said he really didn't run much of the high side. Let's see if that changes as the race goes on. All right, so through turns 3 and 4 is going to be coming to the attention of Barty yet again. And we'll have to take a look at this restart. Let's actually go ahead and ride shotgun with Justin right quick on this restart. Green flag, let's go. All right, so Andrew Chapman able to go on up there in that 2.5. I'm sorry, able to keep the lead, I should say, in that 2.5. Looks like the 13's falling back just a couple spots. Pacey Wygant and Byron Jones able to move on up. Let's see if they can do anything with him. Byron Jones goes ahead and takes that number 19 to the high side, outside the double O. Going to try to get to the left, I'm sorry, the right rear of the 2.5, maybe try to drag him back just a little bit. Pacey looking to the inside, nothing there, hole closed. But Byron Jones again back to on the attack on the outside. Can he go ahead and take this lead? Yes, he can. New leader, 19, 2-3 Simware.com Silverado for Byron Jones. Rowdy now under attack from Charlie Mosley in that 89. Looks like that attempt is also going to go ahead and fall by the wayside. A little bit further back, Nate Lehman in the 14, 64 up on the outside. There you see the 45 of Kyle Taub in his machine as well. He's down on the low side, the Steel Series 07, that number 16, and so many more. You see that Buffalo Sabres number 17 for Zach Meredith. This whole pack here, a little bit of a hornet's nest, if you will, and everybody right now is staying very cool, calm, and collected, and taking the spots as they come to them. Nobody right now really forcing the issue. Oh, just as I say that, looks like the 69 of Tyler Bellinger. He got knocked out of the way. Big moment for him right there. Let's see if we can go back and rewatch that. All right, let's go ahead and get to our chase view. That was the 69. Let's go back up and find him right quick. There's Tyler. All right, let's play this out. Watch this. Oh, just ran out of space, ran out of real estate, but what a save. Absolutely great save by Tyler to keep it off the inside wall and keep that truck in one piece. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so we saw Byron Jones go ahead and take the lead and now it looks like he's been able to extend it a little bit. Let's see, when we talked to Justin Anscock, he was mentioning, fast laps and whatnot. Let's see just how quick Byron has been so far than the rest of the field. Look at everybody else in the red compared to Byron by hundredths and at certain points, tenths. So Byron Jones absolutely doing his thing, and he's little bit by little bit running away from the rest of the field. Good for Byron. Now, the only issue there, the only possible problem I would have with that, you saw him get around the 2.5 on the outside. Is he pushing this? Is he pushing this truck beyond its limits? Is he just going to go ahead and burn up the tires? Yeah, he's going to get a point for leading a lap or two or whatever. But if you burn up the tires, that's not going to help you in the long run. Back here, battle for P2, Andrew Chapman and Pacey Wygen. Pacey just kind of riding right now, right behind the 2.5. Maybe try something a little bit on the high side if that line should open up. But right now, just nose to tail, maybe duck out a little bit every now and then for a little bit of clean air. Justin Anscock right now in P number 4 in this 13. The points leader sitting right ahead of him. So as long as he knows where Pacey's at and where the 2.5 are at. Right now, the 25 has led a lap. The 00 has not yet led. The 13, I believe he led I'm pretty sure he led. So right now, the only driver within the top 4 that has not yet led is that 00. So right now, everybody else making up points on Pacey. Looks like the 19, he kind of had to give up the ghost, and he's fallen back to P3 now up on that high side. Maybe just trying to save now. Says, hey, I got up there, I led some laps. I don't want to burn them up too bad. I need to stay in touch with these guys. So Andrew Chapman able to get right back on by. Same thing with Justin Anscock and Pacey Wygen. Again, the 19213simware.com. Silverado for Byron Jones, back to P4. P5, this Buffalo Sabres, number 17 for Zach Meredith. He has the 45 of Kyle Taub right in tow. And then, of course, Ed Robertson making his turn down for what iRacing Truck Series debut in this Toyota. Ed, he's up 13 spots after starting in the rear. And so far, having a great race. As they come across the start stripe next time, it'll be lap 50. I mean, 70 more laps to go here in the Sophia the Fierce 120, live from Texas Motor Speedway. And again, we are racing the Legacy track. So the track where it's still got the banking and all that, and a whole lot of fun. All right, so what do you say we do a little bit of a crank it up session? We started to go through and got through most of the field earlier. Let's do a little bit of a crank it up session. If you got a good old sound bar, or go ahead and just turn up your TV, let's go. Caution's gonna fly. We saw that all just happen right behind the 13 for Justin Anasigak. Looked like Pacey Wygen and a couple others got in trouble. I think the 2-5 might have had the first issue, but let's go back with Pacey right quick and see what actually started that all. All right, so you see the 25 right behind the 13, and then the 00, and then Byron Jones going to be right behind. So let's find out it was just loose. Let's find out what happened here. Just got loose and had to walk the truck back up the track, and just nowhere to go for Pacey at all. Pounds the inside wall right along with the 25. Good thing that this series they do have one fast or one quick repair, so both of those guys will be able to fix up their machines and get right back into contention. But they'll definitely have to come on down pit road, grab 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Fix it up best they can, and come on back out. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so Justin Anasigak coming off of pit road. Right now, Zach Meredith sitting there in P2. I think the last time I looked, Zach was not available to chat, but I will double check here right quick just to be 100% sure. No, he's not. So what do you say we go ahead and grab Byron Jones right quick from Team CCR. See what he's thinking about this number 19 213simware.com Silverado. Byron, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy.
Yeah, I do. What's going on, Pete?
All right, Byron. So you got the lead by getting around the outside of the 2-5. You pulled away for just a little bit, and then everybody kind of caught back up to you. Once you got that truck in the clean air, and you got a feel for what it was going to be like, that far ahead. Did you have to did you choose to back it on down to get back into the mix of things, or did you kind of just burn up the right rear and the right front, and you just got pulled back in?
Yeah, I told Pacey I wanted to back it up just because I felt my right rear starting to get a little hot for me, so I wanted to pull it back. I just wanted to get my car out in clean air, see how it sort of felt compared to dirty air, and then as well as what I need to do a little bit more to save my tires to last my run. I was just doing a bunch of different things that run, see what we can do. Hopefully this run will be at least a little bit better than the last one. We keep progressing, so hopefully by the end of the race it'll be what I want, and we can chase after the checkered flag tonight.
We're getting closer and closer to halfway. So now that you've got a feeling for what that truck can do, you know that it's got competitive speed. You can get up there. You can lead laps. You can be in contention all evening long. Can you close this one out with a W?
I would like to. We'll see what happens. Plans just to keep this nose clean, and I think that's what we can do tonight. So I'm just looking for a top 5. I've talked to you early on, this is definitely not a track I'm comfortable at, but I can progress through it.
All right, Byron, I'll get you back on down with the rest of your team, CCR teammates. Good luck, as always. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll talk to you again a little bit later on for a podium finish.
Will do, Pete. Thank you.
You got it. All right, so Byron Jones in that Jones Paint and Designs number 19, right along with 213simware.com. Definitely appreciate every time we get a chance to talk to any or all of these drivers. They do one hell of a job. Sweeter Feed out there in chat along on Twitch. Sweeter, great to see you, sir. As always, says AK Poopy Pants, still doing work. Talking about the one and only Justin Anasigak in this number 13 from Kenai, Alaska. And it's funny, Ed Robertson's in here, of course, Pacey Wygant, Byron Jones, Papa Bear, and so many other people that raced in a console league I used to broadcast for, along with the one and only HD Motorsports. As we go back green, let's go. It's been like an NNR reunion here as of late, barreling off into turns 1 and 2 here at Legacy, Texas. Top 4, they're going to go ahead and get single file back to about P6, where they're back double file right behind them. Yeah, that 13 absolutely still doing work right now. Justin Aniscock, he is 24 points behind the point lead on the season. The guy that is first in points was actually part of that wreck. Talking about the 00 of Pacey Wygant and the old God Power from back in the day. If we're talking, old friendships. And right now the 00, he needs to try to work his way back on up. And here is Pacey right now. Pacey knows that he's got a very, very fast Sophia the Fierce Silverado. Just got to try to cut his way through the track, get back up there, use a little bit of the draft, don't burn up the right front or the right rear, and try to lead some laps. Everybody that's behind him, Byron Jones, Justin Asgock, and Andrew Chapman so far have all led and gained points on this 00. So his point lead right now will shrink if Pacey's not able to get on up there or at least grab the W on the evening yet again this season. Byron with a big old push from Ed Robertson. Talking about, again, throwing it back a little bit. The old muffin from back in the day. Right now sitting P3 on the bottom. 17 is Zach Meredith, old Bills legend, up on the high side. So, Sweeter, if you're still out there, man, a lot of guys that you probably recognize. 17 a little loose, having to chase it up track, but still able to drive that thing off the corner. Got the 16, and Mike Carter right with him. 19 getting a big old shove, going to get back to the back tailgate of that 13, but still not able to get there just yet. Oh, 17 came on down. 64 was already there. Will we have another caution so far? Yep, fourth caution on the evening is out. Saw it happen right there. Let's see if 17 was actually clear or not. Let's go back. All right, so let's get back with the 17. And let's go ahead and switch this on over to our chase cam and see how this actually, let's fast forward. Actually, no, let's rewind. This is way after the fact. Go do it the old-fashioned way. Stop it right there. And let's play it out. So we saw the 17 come across the 64's nose. That's who's on the bottom. 16 right behind him. 17 right on the outside door of the 19. Oh, it just maybe a little bit of looseness. Didn't see the 16 really tag the front bumper. Let's back this up one more time. Did the 17 get a little bit of help from the 16? Let's stop this. Switch on over to the 16. And we'll play this at 3/4 speed right quick from the front bumper. So through the center of the corner, 17, definitely see a gap between these two trucks. See the 17 stepping out just a little bit right there. So no, the 16 never really made contact. But 17 definitely came across the nose of the 64. And looks like for the most part, everybody else able to get on by. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. You see the 25 of Andrew Chapman, the guy that's sitting P3 in points right now. Almost got into that, but able to lock it down and not get involved. All right, and again, one more time, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Bill and Steps, custom tumblers and more. So let's go, Papa Bear. Absolutely good to see y'all out there. All right, so lights atop the pace truck are on. Let's see if we can find the one and only Mike Carter and maybe have a quick word with him. I believe the lights atop the pace truck are, yep, they are still on. So let's go ahead and pull Mike on up right quick. Mike, it's Repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that number 16 Raise Energy machine.
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, bud. You're up here quite a bit now, up 6 spots. There's a couple with that have made more movement than you, but you've been very, very consistent in that Raise Energy number 16 Sour Gummy. Looks like Silverado. Can you get on up there and take the lead, get some points, find out what the clean air is like here at Texas?
That'd be nice if we could, but it's a handful out here.
No doubt. A lot of people in practice and even a little bit later on, we're talking about how loose these trucks are. Not only at the beginning on new tires, but they stay somewhat loose throughout the evening. What kind of corrections have you had to make on the inside of that truck to keep it under you going into and off these corners?
We're just trying to manage it as best we could, letting off a little bit early, trying to work through that bump in 1 and 2. But yeah, it's definitely not getting any tighter, if anything looser.
All right, buddy. You were down there with Team SCR with Charlie Mosley and whatnot, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get you back on down with your team right now. Again, keep that Raise Energy 16 sunny side up, and we will talk to you maybe a little bit later on for a podium finish.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man. All right, so driver 16 back with his team, working 66 of 120, so we are past halfway. Sweeter, always great to hear from you, and yeah, man, I miss y'all too. All right, so lights atop the pace truck are out. 16 up on that outside. 19 of Byron Jones. He's going to be the control truck, so he'll be the first one on that loud pedal. Let's see how much of a jump he gets, or if the 16 is able to determine when he's going to go and pick it right back up right along with Byron. You see the 00 of Pacey Wygant, Byron's teammate, so no doubt they're going to be talking, and maybe they can both get going at the same time as we go ahead and bring it on back to Barney. Green flag's up. Let's go. .25, possibly going to try to make it 3 wide. Instead, he finds a hole on the bottom, right in front of the 51 of Justin Burden. And 25 is going to be clear. Look at the battle for the lead between teammates Byron Jones and Pacey Wygant. Pacey now on the bottom, Byron up high. Can he get on the right rear of that 00 to go ahead and drag him back? 25, he sees the gap. He's going to go on up and fill it as well. 51, he's going to get underneath the 16. Here comes the 45 of Kyle Taub and John Osborne right behind them. So this battle for the lead kind of slowing things up. In the end, who will prevail? Byron getting a little loose, causing the 16 to check up. It's going to stack up a few trucks, but great job by all. Still back side by side. This looks more like a Daytona or Talladega race than it does anything else. Again, 16 getting back up to the back bumper of that 19. And now the 2.5, he's going to be able to go ahead and take P2 over 45. Now on the bottom, Kyle Taub showing a lot of speed. See if he can get on up there and maybe have something to do with the leader. Kyle, again, pressuring that outside. Sees a double O, the 25. Now able to pull to the inside right in front of the 89 of Charlie Mosley. Making Charlie check up. Byron now on the outside. He sees the 89 to the inside. 16 falling back a few spots. But how about this 45? 45 U.S. Air Force KT's Designs. Looks like Chevy Silver. Oh, I'm sorry, actually, I take that back. That's a Ford F-150. And he says he's got places to go. A lot of checking up going on right now. 2.5, a little swirly off that corner. 45 is going to go ahead and throw it in down low. Kyle Taub going to get on up there and put that U.S. Air Force KT's Designs Ford F-150 in the prime spot. No more dirty air for him. Truck looking really good way down on that bottom white line. Now he just has to be careful. Don't burn up the right side and just kind of manage your race. You don't have to pull away. All you have to do is just stay in front. Working lap 74 of 120, way past halfway. And the 45 says, yeah, I got something for you. Taub right now, the faster of the two. Andrew Chapman falling off just a little bit. You see the difference in lap times for the last 5 laps between these guys. And yeah, Taub has absolutely been faster. New driver P2, talk about the 13 of Justin Anasigok. Justin wants to get back up there and take the lead. 25 now up high. Double O is going to try to find a hole on the inside. So far, nothing doing. 25 just has too much speed up and off the corner, but Pacey is going to go ahead and throw it in. 25 is going to come on down the block. Absolutely close the hole. That's going to make Pacey put a little extra wheel into that Silverado for Sophia the Fierce. And that's going to make him wear out that right front just a little bit more. Thirteen of Justin Anasigok back in the lead. Let's go back and watch how that pass happened. All right, so there you see he's down low. Let's back this up just a tad. 13 was working on him. 45 might have got a little loose, with a little bit of help from the 13. Let's get on to the front bumper of that number 13 right quick, and let's play this out. I know what I saw. Woo! Let's back that up one more time, and we'll play it from this cam right here. All right, that is definitely one way to make somebody move up and out of the groove. So the 45 now up in the high side. 13 throwing it in down low. 45 little loose also, able to catch it. 13 able to get the position with the break of momentum in the 45. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. So earlier I wasn't 100% sure if the 13 had led laps. Now I absolutely am. So again, that means that Justin Anaskog has led, Andrew Chapman has led, Byron Jones has led. So all those guys have made up at least 1 or 2 points, depending on who leads the most laps this evening on Pacey Wygent. Pacey with 2 more laps to go in this season. I'm sorry, 2 more races to go in this season, and he's holding on by a slim 24 points. So if he has one bad race, say for example tonight we got 22 guys out here. If he has a bad race and finishes last tonight, that is a ton of points that somebody else is able to make up. Straight out of Alaska says, "Let's go, Poopy." Absolutely. I would say Poopy doing poopy things, but that's not necessarily the best thing, right? Kyle Taub falling off just a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the comparison in laps over the last 5 laps between Anaskog, Taub, and Mosley. And again, just Justin Anaskog up there in that clean air, which means a whole lot, and able to continue to pull away. Right now, 1.5 over Taub, 2 seconds over Bellinger, Mosley, and Robertson, as well as Snyder, and then 3+ back to Wygent.
All right, man.
Caution's going to go ahead and fly. Looks like Chris Murphy and Austin Collins may have had something to do with this. So what do you say we go ahead and go back, find out what happened, and maybe speak with another driver? All right, so there's a 19. There's the 7. Let's find out what happens here. '17 is Zach Meredith pulling up right behind the 7. 7 getting a little loose, had to walk it up the track. Byron Jones still out there. 17 is going to try to get underneath. No such luck that time. So we saw the 17 getting loose off the corner before. Here he is. You see the rear end stepping out ever so much, and just wow, Byron, that great job by Byron Jones and the one getting involved as well. Let's go back and watch that again. And this time we will go from Byron Jones's bumper cam, for his nose cam, and actually let's do one better. Let's go from his left front and play this back. So you see the 7 get a little squirrely right there. Byron never flinched, stayed in the gas, through the tri-oval, going into turn 1. This is where Melee breaks out just a little bit. 7 again trying to catch it, coming up off the bottom. Byron, a little bit of a checkup, maybe a little bit of a tap, but able to save it for the most part. Let's see what happened here with Austin Collins. And let's play this. Austin, he's got the 16 to the outside, 17 right in front of him, as well as the 2.5. There again, you see the 17 with a little bit of a wiggle. from the chase cam of the one. Ugh. One gave the 17 a hard shot to the back bumper. 2.5 able to barely get on by. And let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, if the truck lights stay on this time by, we'll see if we can get a hold of possibly maybe Tyler Bellinger. I see him down there hanging out in Eons Motorsports with John Osborne. Actually, let's go ahead and pull him on up right quick anyway. Tyler, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that number 69 Fireball Toyota.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
All right, bud. So, City P2, you're up 12 spots on the evening so far. This is the furthest you've been up in the field all night long. You should by now have a pretty good feeling of how this how this truck is going to handle both in dirty air and in clean. You think you have anything for that 13, and can you get on up there and possibly take this win?
We'll see. Playing it a little cautious. These guys around me have a lot more to race for than I do. I'm just here to have fun and test out the new wheel that I bought. As far as how the truck feels, definitely a little looser on the starts than I would like. I picked the wrong steering ratio. Didn't get a lot of practice laps in at all when I joined the session. So wish I had done a 12 or 14 to 1. I'm running a 16. So I'm tightening it up as the run goes. Made some really good track position up on that last run. I'm feeling pretty confident in the car. Feel like I've got it dialed in pretty well. Definitely a top 5 truck. Had a heck of a save earlier to not kill the inside wall.
I saw that.
Pretty sure you saw it.
Yes, I did.
I managed to do that. So that saved my night so far. So gonna go out and see what we can do, but just definitely show a lot of respect to these guys out here because I know they're racing for a lot more than me.
Yeah, that save was absolutely clip worthy. So if you go back and you watch the stream, man, great save. I think you might have just tagged it. If you tagged anything, it's that driver's side mirror, and that's going to be it. All right, man, I'll get you back on down with the rest of your Eons Motorsports teammates. I believe John Osborne is down there as well. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll be talking to you a little bit later on for a podium.
Thank you.
You got it, buddy. All right, so again, that's one more time. Tyler Bellinger getting back on down with Eons Motorsports. Green flag's out. Let's go. Not a bad start whatsoever for the 69 of Tyler. The guy on the bottom or the guy on the outside, whoever's leading, they've always got the advantage for being in the patrol truck because they are always the first one on that loud pedal. So great job by Tyler. And look at him trying to pull back up on the outside to take the lead and see exactly what that clean air would be like all to himself. Right now, still keeping the 13 of Justin Anscock pinned down. Little bit of looseness off the corner for Tyler. Great save one more time. It's actually right on board. See what this truck is like for him as he's having to navigate all the way through. He said he got some new racing equipment. Well, right now he's feeling no pain as it looks like Tyler able to get on up there and take the lead. $28 more laps to go here in the Sophia the Fierce 120. Again, I am repeating. This is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series live from Legacy, Texas. Always a great race to, always a great track to race at. Wish they would have actually kept the banking in this facility, and the racing was always amazing. Almost a little bit of 3 wide action in the back. But it looks like the 16 Raise Energy machine, the 17 for Zach Meredith, and I believe that's going to be the 14 back there as well. And it looks like one guy blinking just a little bit. No harm, no foul. But one long conga line, mostly on the bottom side, as it looks like Zach Meredith still continuing to try to pick up spots. Almost got into a little bit of contact with the one of Austin Collins on the outside. Both of them able to save it. Austin still trying to make hay and use that momentum to his advantage. Now the one able to keep on going, already up 12 spots. Talking about, again, Austin Collins in that mostly unsponsored Toyota. One now trying to work his way on the outside of Byron Jones in that 19. Everything happening right now behind the 89 of Charlie Mosley in his Monster Energy, looks like Silverado. Ed Robertson right in front of them in that 64. Another Toyota. In fact, you know what? If you're a big fan of the manufacturer wars, Ford against Chevy, Chevy against Ford, everybody against Toyota, let's go ahead and show you the manufacturers that we've got and where they are in the field. Bellinger right now in that 69 leading the way in his Toyota. Justin Aniscock right now P2. Ford F-150 of Kyle Taub running third. Pacey Wygen in his bow tie with Robertson right behind him in another Yoda. Mosley in his bow tie. Collins in a Yoda. 3 more bow ties between Jones, Snyder, and Meredith. That's how the top 10 stacks up. All right, right now 0.6 of a second between Bellinger and Aniscock. The 64 here in the 00 right behind the 45 of Kyle Taub. These three still battling it out. Look at this hornet's nest back here. I tell you, these guys have not been able to find any real separation from each other all evening long as we come across with 21 laps to go. 17 of Meredith pushing the 19 of Byron. 1 in the 24 up on the high side. 25, 14, and a couple others trying to sort this out behind them. But now they're going to try 3 wide coming down the backstretch. 124 in the 25. 24 in the middle. Is he going to crack the throttle and let him go? Nope, he's going to stay 3 wide. These corners get very, very tight on exit. Able to make it all work. Justin Aniscock back in the lead as Straight Out Alaska still cheering him on. Pacey Wygen, though, able to retake P number 2. Caution's going to fly. All right, looks like Tyler Bellinger may actually have something to do with this one a little bit further in the back. Was it just the 2 and 3 wide that kind of caught up to him? Or let's go back and find out. All right, so here's Tyler in this Fireball 69. Let's play this out. Find out what happens. And this looks like it's from about P5. See the 17 Buffalo Sabres machine for Zach Meredith. 69 trying to save it. And here comes Byron Jones. He's going to go ahead and make it 3 wide. 69 was loose up and off the corner. Byron's going to slide on up just a little bit, collected by the 69, and both of them hard into the outside wall. Truck parts all over the track. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, Pacey Wyden, he decided he's going to go ahead and bring his 00 down pit road. Looks like the 44 possibly of John Osborne after a pit time of 6.03. That tells me John Osborne right there, he decided on 2 tires. He says, with 16 to go when we go back green, I'm going to go ahead and gamble. Let's see if we can find Mr. Osborne right quick. I'm pretty sure I mentioned a little bit ago that he was hanging out in Eons Motorsports right with Tyler Bellinger. Well, let's go ahead and pull up driver 44 and see exactly what he's thinking. John, it's repeat up in the booth. You got a copy in that 4-4.
Yeah. No, that was a mistake. I'm actually headed back down pit road right now.
Gotcha. I was going to ask you whether that was a 2-tire call in fuel or pulling some kind of strategy. But, man, I'll be quiet so your spotter can count you down.
You're good, buddy. Thank you.
All right, all 4 tires back on that machine. All right, so I believe that's Big Blue. That was it. University of Kansas.
No, that's Kentucky.
Kentucky. My bad. I know some people get really, really offended. Don't name the wrong school. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm not offended.
Man, so now with 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods, and I'm sure you probably only took enough fuel to get it to the end. Can you make up some time, make up some spots to possibly end up with a podium tonight?
Well, Pete, I think what I'm going to try to do is I have a feeling there's going to be some more melee going on here, so I'm just going to try to keep it clean. I've already been involved in, I think there was some net code in that one wreck I was in.
Yep.
And so I'm just going to try to keep it clean, see what we can do here. Maybe I can snag a top 10 or maybe top 5. We'll see.
All right, John, good luck. As always, keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll talk to you again later.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it. All right, so get him back on down with Tyler Bellinger down there in Eons Motorsports one more time. All right, so Justin Anaskog, he's going to go ahead and lead the way out of Kenai, Alaska. Let's go ahead and clear that right quick. I believe the lights atop the pace truck are out. So you see them just now going into turns 1 and 2. The 00 Pacey Wygen, right now your current points leader. He wants to, he's got to try to time this restart perfectly. You see Ed Robertson up there behind him. Kyle Taub behind Justin Anaskog. 45 is already shown to have great speed. Well, guess what? With 16 laps to go, it is all out. Full send. Time to go. Let's see what happens. AK Poopy Pants. Talk about memories, I tell you. All right, they're going to be coming to the attention of Barney up in the flag stand. Green flag is already up. Pace car's making that left turn towards Albuquerque. Let's get racy.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. All right, 13 getting a big old shove from the 00 of Pacey. Pacey wants by. Pacey wants that lap lead point. Very, very close between these guys. and Pacey not really willing to check up from his hood. That, man, that had to be very, very close. Yeah, straight out Alaska, that was close. Let's actually back that up. We got to see that real fast. All right, let's play this out. Let's actually play it at quarter speed because this is going to be very close. Coming through the middle of the tri-oval at the exit, Pacey's going to go ahead and keep it low. 13's going to move on up just a little bit. So Pacey had just a little whiff of draft, little bit of momentum all over the left rear of this 13. Maybe in a little bit of a shot right there. If there is just a little bit. Pacey's still looking low. 13, I believe he's going to come on down to try to block. Ooh, just keeping him pinched down. That way Pacey's not able to get in the gas. Very, very close. 13 still keeping him pinched down. 00 keeping it on that white line. Wow. Whew. All right, let's bring it back live. Man, that was close. There we go. So at the line, it looks like the 00 is going to be able to lead this one. So now every single one of the top 4 drivers have scored at least 1 point for leading a lap. So nothing gained, nothing lost for Pacey right now on the outside. He's got the guy second in points right to his driver's side door. 45 of Kyle Taub still has something to prove on the evening. Charlie Mosley in that number 89 rather, monster machine. He started P4. Well, guess what? Right back to P4. All these laps later, 10, now 9 laps to go from Legacy, Texas. And again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series. I am Repeat, and this has been one hell of a race. 2 races left in the season. I believe, I'll double check, I believe next week we go on over to Richmond. Yep, next week, Richmond International Raceway, the D-shaped 3/4 mile oval in Richmond, Virginia, and then Las Vegas to crown this season's champion. I believe season number 5, 13 trying to pull back ahead just a little bit. Great battle right now for the lead. Pacey again getting very, very close to the right rear of the 13, trying to maybe just do a little something, try to get him loose. But look at this battle. It's brought the 89 of Charlie Mosley on up into the mix. Can Charlie get on up there, play spoiler, and possibly take this win away? Right now behind the 13 of Rowdy. 00 up on the high side. He wants a little piece of that action. He's going to come on down, pinch the 13 one more time, and make the 13 get out of the throttle. So the 00, he's going to be able to take the lead all to himself. One hell of a hard-fought battle. Now who plays what? Five laps to go here from Texas. Battle right there was hot and heavy. 00 in the 13. Now 00 has it. 13 coming back strong on the inside. Can he dive down in and keep Pacey pinched up on the high side or pinned back up on the high side. Are the tires now about worn for both of these drivers? Again, can the 89 come on up here and play spoiler? Is he holding anything in reserve? Zach Meredith right now sitting P4 in his Buffalo Sabres, number 17. If that was if that was the drag race for the W, that would have been almost too close to call. Still, Pacey keeping the 13 pinched. Oh, we got contact between the top two in points and the leader. They're going to collect several in the back. Charlie Mosley is going to be unaffected by all this. 13, and we are going to have a green-white checker to solve it all here in Texas. Wow. Just saw the 00 get loose, and for a minute there, I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. Looked like the truck ended up inside the 13, and no issue. And then all of a sudden, all hell broke loose. Let's play this again. Let's play this from the chase view, since we'll have both in view. 13 on the bottom side, little squirrely, coming off of the 4, going through the tri-oval. Exit of the tri-oval, going into 1. Again, Pacey keeping him pinched down, little loose. 13 still. You see the rear end moving around a bit. Pacey gets loose, sends the 13 hard to the outside wall, nose first. There's a 64 of Ed Robertson. So many others just barely skating by. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live again. All right, so now the 16 of Mike Carter, he's got the lead. The last time he was on pit road was lap 102, so staying out. You see the 1 of Austin Collins there as well. So we talked to Mike Carter. Let's see if we can grab Austin Collins right quick. And you see this the 7 of Chris Murphy back there also. Austin, it's repeat up in the booth, but you got a copy in that number 1 Silverado or Toyota?
I hear you, Pete.
All right, Austin, you've been out there. You've been out on track since lap 102. The good news is everybody around you back to P6 is about the same on tires. Then you have Mike Miller and others that just now came on down on lap 119. Do you have enough to get on up there, get by the 116 with a green-white checker?
I like to think we do. It's going to depend on how well this restart goes. I know the outside's okay on the, when you're side by side, but it's going to be real interesting here on the old tires to see how the cycles, all the tires, and how this thing drives. So it'll be a lot of fun right here.
I know. I can't wait. I see you getting back 00, so I assume the lights on the Pace truck are out. I'll get you back on down. I believe you were in Weaver Motorsports right quick. So good luck, and I'm sure there's going to be one hell of a show, sir. Go get it.
Yep, thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, so that's Austin Collins, driver of the 1 unsponsored. If you want to sponsor this truck, please reach out. I'm sure he'd absolutely love any assistance he can get. Again, Austin Collins from Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. Straight out of Alaska, I couldn't agree more. What a battle. All right, back to Barney. Green flag is up. There are 3 green-white checker attempts for this evening if needed. This is the first one.
Green flag, green flag.
Let's go. Oh, looks like the 71 of Mike Pop Bear Campbell got turned to the outside wall, and we got more carnage going on. So we're going to have green-white checker attempt number 2. Let's go back with Pop Bear if we can. find out exactly what happened. Looks like Andrew Chapman, Justin Burden, and Nate Lehman involved in this too. Let's go with Andrew Chapman, though, since he's got the most playoff implications on him with this wreck. So let's bring it on down to the chase cam and watch what happens. Actually, we saw Pop Bear involved in this first, so let's go with him. You see the 95 of Jeff Jones to his inside. On the restart, coming through turn 4, pace truck diving down towards pit road. Everybody about ready to get on the throttle. Did see some spin the tires a little bit. Let's go. Yep, that looks like something happened with the 17. Not quite sure if he was in the wrong gear or what, but the 45 of Kyle Taub comes on up and gets into the back, the right rear of Pop Bear and others involved in that as well. All right, let's go from Andrew Chapman now. He's right behind the 45. 45 is who caught up with Mike Campbell at the line. Oh, hard shot by the 2.5 as well. Pacey says, dang, out for the count. 51 getting into that. And let's go ahead and bring it back live. Pacey Wygent on pit road, and you see smoke billowing from the back end of the Sophia the Fierce 00. Very, very unfortunate for Pacey. Again, came into tonight's race 24 points ahead of Justin Anisgok. Well, Anisgok right now, he's sitting P10. And the other guy that was up there in points with him as well, but talking about the 25 of Andrew Chapman, he was just involved in that wreck also. So it may not be that big of a points hit for Pacey, but we'll definitely have to see. If Justin wants to try to get back up there, he's going to really have to make that high side work and make all kinds of passes. Pace says, tried making it a fun finish. If we keep getting cautions, I might get back out there. Well, this is the second attempt at a green-white checker. So we got one more before it's called official, whether checkers or wreckers. So we'll have to see. 8th caution of the evening, and everybody's elbows are up. Lights atop the pace truck are still on. I would normally pull another driver right now, but all these guys, they just have to worry about how they're going to hit their marks on the restart. The 7 Steel Series Ford F-150 would have been the next guy that we talked to for Chris Murphy. Right now sitting number 3, Claire Murphy to his outside. And then it's going to be Mike Miller to round out the top 5. How about Mike Miller rebounding in that number 5 Toyota from being a part of, I believe, the very first caution that we saw this evening, rebounding very, very nicely. I'll have to see how he finishes. Right now, the top 4 are all on the oldest tires. Last time they were down pit road was on lap 102. Everybody behind them came down on lap 119. So there's a lot of fresh rubber that's looking to get by these guys if they can. Can the 16 of Mike Carter hold them off? Will the 1 of Austin Collins use the power and the momentum on the outside to retake the lead and take the win? Will Chris Murphy play spoiler right there from P3? Is he in the catbird seat? There we go. I'll get it out one of these days. And then here we go. Pace truck down pit road. Green flag is up.
Green, green, green.
Let's go. Looks like a clean restart. 16 trying to hold that bottom line. Austin Collins on the outside, keeping that 16 very pinched down. Austin having to put a little bit of extra wheel in it. 16 having to walk the truck up the track. That's going to open the hole for the 7. Can he get on up there? The 1 able to take the lead all to himself, coming to the white flag. Seven still very, very loose at a corner exit. 16 on the bottom. There's the 5 of Mike Miller trying to make something happen up on the high side. 17, he's trying to take it 3 wide. Can he get up there, giving the 7 a little bit of a shot? They're going to end up wrecked on the inside wall. See the 17 on his lid and over. So far, the 1 able to hold him back. Here comes the 5. Doesn't have anything for him. Coming to the corner of the exit. They do have 1 lap truck that could get in the way. 5's going to pull to the outside. It's going to be the 1 of Austin Collins getting it done. Hard wreck for the 17 and others. Let's see if we can get a quick look at that. I don't know if we can. Nope, that's after the fact. So let's go ahead and bring it back live. We're up with the 1 of Austin Collins. Let's go ahead and clear the boards for him. All right, Austin, the night is yours. Burn them down. Austin Collins with an amazing burnout right on the line. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, how about that brake stance right there by the 1? And they don't get much better than that. Austin going to go ahead and flip it around. Maybe do a little bit of fun here on the Bandoleros Oval. Bring it back into the pits, park it, and celebrate with his team. Congratulations, Austin Collins, one more time. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to go ahead and pull up your full race result right quick, and we will get ready for our top 3 in the booth. We'll have Austin Collins, who gets it done here tonight from Legacy, Texas, Mike Miller, P2, and Chris Murphy, P3. Don't nobody go anywhere. We will be right back. All right, legends, we are back. We're going to go ahead and start off with the guy at P3 in that number 7 Steel Series Ford F-150, up 14 spots on the evening. Only one other guy had more passes than you in the field this evening, and that's our winner, Austin Collins. But Chris, one hell of a run all night long in that number 7. You again up so many spots on the evening. Clean air, dirty air. What was the issue with it there, and what did you figure out to be able to move your way through the field, sir?
Yeah, it was all track position. I started in the back. I actually had 0 laps of practice. My only laps I had that was practice was qualifying. So I was learning the whole first section of the race and realized that I needed to be in the front. So I didn't pit on that last one, and so I knew. I think I was in 15th when that pit happened. So I figured if I was going to finish in the top 14, I was going to be happy. So track position was everything there. I got loose. Thankfully, the 17 checked up, so he didn't wreck me. Unfortunately, he got taken out, which I felt bad for. But all in all, I mean, I can't really complain. I feel like I was a top 10 truck. I don't think I was a top 3 truck, but I'll definitely take it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you came into tonight's race. I mean, quite a ways down in points. I'm actually looking for you right now, and I believe you are. Nope, that's actually Claire Murphy. Yeah, you're down there in points, but I think you also joined quite a bit later, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I believe this is what your second or third podium finish on the season. What do you think about Richmond next week?
I like Richmond. I think that it is a driver's track. I haven't raced it in trucks for a while, but it's definitely an off-throttle track where it'll kind of separate the men from the boys kind of thing. So I'm excited to see how that goes. The last time I raced it was in the Next Gens, and it was super loose. A lot of fun. So I like my chances there. I think maybe a top 5 is definitely within reach.
All right, I found you're actually sitting P13 in points. You're not as far down as Claire after all. But man, I definitely wish you a lot of luck next week at Richmond. In case I don't get a chance to talk to you then. Any quick friends, family, sponsors that you want to get out there, sir?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my wife for letting me do this week in and week out. Without her, I definitely would not be able to do this. And then, my family that tunes in every week to watch me, and a couple of my buddies that do this. And then, for you for putting on such a great broadcast. I'm always a big fan of, tuning in. And, Papa Bear for putting on such a great league.
There you go. Yeah, Papa Bear does there's a lot of work that goes into this, so I couldn't agree with you more. Congrats again, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it. All right, let's move on up to P number 2, Mike Miller. Mike, I believe you were involved in the very first caution that flew this evening, and a great rebound. I saw when I saw you were sitting inside the top 5. You were one of the first guys, or I believe you were one of the guys that stayed out on tires from about lap 102. So able to hold off all comers for a second step down podium finish. Walk us through your race, please.
Yeah, like you said, we got caught up there early. But I knew then. I was like, well, I'm gonna hang out mid pack, try to avoid all of the calamity. Which surprisingly there wasn't that much, as slick as that track was. So yeah, just right around top 10, top 15. And like you said, there towards the end, one of those last pit stops, I just took 2. I think everybody took 4. That got me into the top, I believe it was 7 on one of those green white cautions, and got 1. The quick caution came out, and that last one, we were on fumes. Another half a lap and we'd have been done. Thought I could have made a move on him there going into 4 or into 3. I couldn't tell who the back marker was, and he was, I'm not going to say he was in the way, but definitely took the line that I wanted to take to throw it down in there on him to try and make that pass. But definitely happy with the P2.
Yeah, absolutely. It was going to be a great race to the finish. Both you were on the outside of Austin. He was on the inside. All four. It looked like it was going to be a drag race all the way through. In the end, Austin's able to take the W here from Legacy, Texas. You came into tonight's race sitting P12 in points. 2 more races on the season. Next week we're going to Richmond International Raceway, followed by Las Vegas. Can you cap the season with a W at either of those?
I'm going to say no at Richmond. That's probably my worst track on the server. If we can come out of there with a top 8, I'll be super, super happy. But Vegas in the trucks, yeah, I'm pretty good. Not to brag, but I'm definitely going for the W at Vegas.
All right, Mike. We'll definitely look forward to seeing you again next week. Congratulations on this podium finish. And any quick friends, family, sponsors you want to get out there, bud? Floor's yours.
Just thank you guys for putting the race on. That'll give me something to do when I'm at work tomorrow. Get bored, and I'll replay the race. Again, Papa Bear for putting the lead together and giving us a place to kill a couple hours.
There you go.
You can't beat it.
No, it's all about fun and having a good time, meeting up with some new people that all share the same like or the same passion for racing. I agree with you 100%.
Yep, indeed.
All right, Mike. We'll see you next week at Richmond.
All righty, buddy. See ya.
All right, moving on up. Last but not least, the guy 18 plus on the evening. Austin, 18 positions. And most of it was actually during green flag racing. Here you are with yet another win on the season. What is it about some of these tracks that really just seems to suit your style of racing? And I saw you both on the bottom side and the high side throughout the evening. What would you prefer? And walk us through your race and what this means to you.
Yeah, well, this track was definitely not as forgiving as a lot of tracks we go to. I know that right rear, it would fall off of it in a heartbeat. So it was all about keeping the right rear on it. I know I did an awful job at it because, starting 19th, you had to make moves and you had to go wherever you could.
Yep.
And, the way to save is just to roll the bottom and just easy off. And I know there for a little bit I was trying to run the top, and then the right rear would just fall off. I go back. So I definitely didn't have a race-winning truck here. I know there was a couple guys that were a lot faster than me tonight. Like I said, I was caught up in God knows how many different accidents tonight. I know I got before lap 10, I was shoved down pit road in a wreck, and then I got caught up in another one, and I know of. So it was a real eventful race, and it was just I got lucky with the people staying out there and that caution to let me stay out and give me a chance to get me a win here.
Well, man, it's always interesting to see the difference or hear the different responses from people about strategy, about winning and how they feel about it and what it means. I catch up with you, a few times during the week when you're racing, when you're streaming. I believe it's Big Hickory or something like that on Twitch, right, sir?
Yep, indeed.
Yeah, so it's always a lot of fun to catch up with you. Next week, Richmond International Raceway, the little 3/4 mile D-shaped oval that a lot of real life NASCAR drivers say it's probably one of, if not the best track on the surface. What do you feel about next week, and do you think you can go back to back?
I love Richmond. I love racing it. That doesn't mean I'm the fastest there. I know there's plenty of other people that are a lot faster than me there, but it's still a lot of fun to race there. And so I'm looking forward to it. I think we'll have a good time.
All right, so pop quiz: New Texas, Legacy Texas. What do you prefer, and what is it about the track?
I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I prefer New Texas personally.
Oh,
because yeah. For whatever reason, New Texas was a turning point for me. So it's got a dear place in my heart. Whenever iRacing released New Texas, it was whenever I something clicked in me, and I understood a lot more about the tires. And I remember that week that it came out, I gained over 800 I rating that week. So I New Texas means a lot to me, so it's hard for me to go against it, even though I know it's not the best racing.
Yeah, I wish they would have kept the banking in it personally. All right, buddy. As always, any quick friends, family sponsors? The floor is all yours.
Yeah, I got to thank Papa Bear for putting on the league. Without it, we wouldn't have nowhere to race here. All the drivers that show up. I got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. Like I said, it's always fun to go back and watch them and see how the race panned out, from a fan's point of view. I thank guys at Team Watson Racing Setups. So they let me join them, and I really appreciate everything that they've done for me. And I'm looking forward to hopefully next year getting Road to Pro started with them and getting that going. So besides that, that's about it.
All right, Austin. I'll definitely again look forward to catching up with you throughout the week. And congratulations one more time on the W.
Yep, thank you, Pete.
You got it, buddy. We'll see you in Richmond. All right, guys and girls, so that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this evening. But don't forget, tomorrow night we are back with the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series live from Bristol Motor Speedway to wrap up the round of 16 for them. So after that, we're going to cut a few drivers and move on to the round of 12, then the round of 8, round of 4, and from there we're going to go ahead and crown a champion. But 8 more races left in that season. Hope to see y'all out there. 8:30 Eastern is the time. Same bat channel, though. Everybody have a great evening, and we'll catch you again soon.